What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto. We're gonna look at Pepe today. I was wrong about Pepe. I made a Pepe Doom video talking about how it was gonna go down. It actually had a nice little 30% pump from low to high. Let's look at it. Let's check it out. I'm gonna go. I think we're on the Binance chart already. We're gonna keep it on this one. I'm gonna pop it down to the 4 hour so it looks like we have more stuff. Oh, okay. We're not gonna talk about the ribbon. It's bearish, by the way. Bitcoin here, Pepe, USD, T. I'm going to use the Binance one because Binance has the most volume, so it makes sense that if we're going to talk about the short term for Pepe, let's look at the one that has the most volume in it. The most real price action. So if you saw my last video, which I doubt you did because there's only 2 views, and I think I was those 2 views. So if you saw that last video, I was right about here talking about how bearish Pepe looked, how it was going to drop, shit the bed. We were in this kind of this kind of descending triangle formation here, and instead of breaking it out to the downside, which I was expecting, we actually broke it out to the upside, which is great, for a little meme coin. From bottom to high, let's be fair, it had a 32% pump. Everyone's excited, calling this meme season, altcoin season, whatever. I've been around for a little bit. I've seen meme season, I've seen altcoin season. This is not it, man. A 32% pump, even this pump here, which is a lot bigger. Even this 98% pump, it's great. I would love to make 98%. I'd love to make 36%. Give it to me any day of the week. I would love to. But this is not alt season behavior. Alt season behavior is like on a day or like every day, basically you're getting like 20-30% pumps. You're getting 10x's in price. You're like a 10x in price from here, we'd be off the charts. Literally up here, 10x's in price, 100x's in price. That's altcoin season. That's not happening. People are calling this altcoin season, and altcoins everywhere are going 30% up, 20% up, 15% up, and they're like, oh, everything's green. And don't get me wrong, I'd be happy to make all those percentages too. I'm not in altcoins because I know how it works. I know exactly how this game works with altcoins. It'll have a nice pump, and then half of it's going to be a wick with all this volume. You think that half of this isn't selling? I bet it is. And then it gives all of it back in a matter of days. Let's see how many days it's been. 2 days. Not even 2 days yet. And it's given almost all of it back. I was wrong about Pepe. I was wrong whenever I said that it would go down, but I was wrong only to be inevitably proven right that this will eventually shit the bed. Maybe we're in a longer term descending triangle than I previously had mentioned. Maybe it's something more on the lines of like this. It could be this here, it could be this here, whatever. If we bring this line down a little bit even, I feel like that fits better. We could be in a longer descending triangle. That could totally be. We might not. We might just poop right out of this blue line as soon as we get down there. Who knows? Who really knows? I do expect Pepe to go lower. I don't expect it to go to higher highs before it goes to lower highs. And what I mean by it, when I say this pump was bearish, this was a bearish pump. Half of this pump on a 4-hour time frame is a wick. It's a wick to the upside with a lot of volume. To me, that's indicative that people were waiting for this and they sold. And if you're on Twitter, you pay attention to Twitter, a lot of people were talking about selling here at this 19 region, which it's at. It's like at 19 there, 5 zeros and a 1-9. Not only that, but it's a high. That's a lower high, right? High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. This couldn't have been, and then lower volume too than the last high. Couldn't have been a more bearish pump. If you're in Pepe, if you bought it up here and you're down now, which let's say you bought the absolute top. Right now you're down about 19%. This is not financial advice, but man, get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. I've been in altcoins plenty of times. I've seen this. I know this game, man. You think that just because Pepe has dropped from this, come on now. You think that just because it's dropped from high all the way down to this low, that it's dropped 76%, that it's time to go. And it did. It had a 100% pump. Let's be real, it did. A 98% pump. Not quite 100, but close enough. If you're waiting for 100%, you kept waiting. But man, my eye. It's not good. If you're playing off of the fact that it had a 76% drop, so it must go up. It already did. It already did go up, and it didn't go up significant enough. It had a lower high. It already did. It had a 36% pump, and it had a lower high. It's not going to go to new all-time highs before it goes to new all-time lows. And now I'm going to pull up a different chart. I'm going to pull up the PEPE chart on Poloniex because it has more data, so that we can kind of estimate where it's going to go. If we were to go back to the current price, this is what I mean when I say if you think it can't drop more, it can. It definitely can. If we were to go back to this previous price range, not even the bottom would put us at an 88.9% drop. We already had a 76% drop, and it can drop that much more. It can drop more than that. It can go lower. But if we had, where this like lowest close was, that's an 86% drop. This close right before the pump, that's an 84% drop. Even at the highs, a 75% drop. And I know that we're going back down there. I never say this, but I know we're going back down there because I've seen it a million times. When we come up and we test previous areas of support or resistance as support, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But we keep testing this area. We're not bouncing off it onto new all-time highs. We're lingering, and that is not a good thing. There's no volume coming in. That is not a good thing. Nobody's buying it. They're selling it. Nobody's buying it. If we took a fib from here to top, we bounced off the 382, rejected the 236 twice actually, and the next step down would be to the 618. That's 6 zeros instead of 5 zeros, 6 zeros with the 6 in front of it at the 618. And maybe we see a bounce there. Maybe we keep going lower. I wouldn't be surprised. It's respecting the fibs. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a substantial bounce there. We could see a bounce from the 618 all the way up to the 382. That's 117%. I full-heartedly expect that to happen. Guess what? That's still a lower high on a lower low. And when you have that kind of behavior happening, you expect a lower low to happen. If and when we get a bounce off the 618, it wouldn't surprise me if we went to the 0.5 or the 382 and then continued lower. And if we continue lower, the 786 and the 886 are right in the middle of this previous price action, which again was an 80% drop from current prices. If you're in PEPE, get the hell out. This isn't financial advice. This is just a human being caring for other human beings. Like literally, if you want to lose money, go for it. It's up to you. On the daily time frame, we're below the 50. Not good. Really not good. On the 4-hourly time frame, we are below the 50. We rejected the overbought zone. We didn't even stay in it for too long. We rejected this MA right on the dot. Rejected it actually. Let's see what else we got going on here. We are on the 4-hour, still above the 50, which is good. But price is having a hard time getting above this line, which is not good. Generally, when price is below this line, but the MA is above the 50, that is a good thing. But when it's being rejected, when it tried to find support and it comes back down and it's rejected it multiple times now and it just keeps getting sent lower, this tells me that this indicator is not going to be helpful. And in fact, the fact that we came up and kind of rejected this 50 area here and we're going lower, I would expect to see oversold conditions on the 4-hour soon, very soon. And these selling, the down moves here, they seem to be, in my opinion, they seem to be a little bit controlled. Like they're systematic. If you see the up moves, they're very sporadic. They happen quickly. But the selling is a little less quick than that, right? It's a little bit more controlled. People are offloading their PEPE. They're not dumping it. They're being smart about it. They're offloading it slowly, so that it doesn't dump the price because they want to get the most bang for their buck. The exchanges, Binance bought PEPE. That's what sent it all the way up here. So they're probably offloading as much as they can onto the people who are buying it without it declining super low in price. When there's no more buyers, though, and once this coin keeps dropping, all the hype will go away, and there will be no more buyers. We will literally see it shit the bed and hit the floor quickly. It can 100% it can go lower than this here. And if it was to go lower than this low, which is, I would call that the all-time low. I wouldn't call this the all-time low. You know, IPO day, whatever, I would call this the all-time low. If it goes lower than this low here, you're going to see prices that are at 7 zeros and a 6. 7 zeros and a 4. I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's see if there's any other fibs that line up with that from this low to this high here. Not really. Not really any other fibs. I mean, 4618, but 6618 down here. I mean, I guess those are some deep retracements, man. I'm not calling for that, but if we were to go that low, I mean, that's you're in 99% drops at the worst, and even then 95. I mean, you're at a 90% drop anytime you hit 6 zeros and a 1-5 there. So I don't know. And this is all possible. It's all completely possible. It could happen for sure. I don't expect it to. What I more expect right now is a bounce off of this 618 zone, the orange line right here. Come back up to the 382, at least the 0.5, find resistance, and then break through the 618. I am at the moment expecting a bounce down here, 6 zeros, 0.3, 6 zeros, 0.25 on both of them. I am expecting a bounce down here. Pepe does have a lot of hype. If you're in crypto, you know Pepe. Like, everybody loves Pepe. And it's actually, I kind of like Pepe, man. I told my fiance whenever it was down here, I'm like, this shit's going to pump really hard. And it did. But I didn't feel any FOMO because I know how this stuff works, man. And it will come back down. And I will probably buy some here. I won't buy a lot. Maybe put in like less than 1% of what our total value is, you know. In anticipation that it could go lower, because it could. But if Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, if like serious market movers, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, look like they're bottoming, I will go a little heavier down here for sure, because I don't think that that's the all-time high for Pepe. I really don't think that is. I think that it is going to go higher than that eventually. But for now, I'm looking at least the 618, if not more realistically, the 786 or 886. That's all. This is a PSA telling you, get the hell out of Pepe. This is not financial advice. This is a public service announcement. So I hope everybody has a good day and take care. Be smart, be safe. If I'm wrong and it pumps up a lot, get out on the pump. just get out, because we are having lower highs on lower lows, man. And I promise you, man, that this is not something you want to be messing with. There's no volume. All the volume happened down here. There's no volume up here, man. There's none. And this is a different exchange, to be fair. Let's go back to Binance, and we can just see, you know, same exact thing. All the volume on this chart, you know, very short existence. It's not the same. All the last volume we saw was here on this 100% rally. No volume now, not even on this 36% rally. And this one had a wick to the upside. Like, it's not looking good, guys. It's really not looking good. So that's all I got to say. I hope everyone has a good day. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.